our forecast, 75 degrees. Honestly, I was not expecting you to see 75 with the warmth we saw today.
Yeah, it's pretty warm out there still tonight. Those temperatures not as cool as the last couple of weeks, really, when we had those temperatures in the 50s. So the 70s again out there tonight. Pretty toasty for this time of the night with 75 at 11 o'clock at night. Remember, the sun sets at 7:50, so we're getting later into the overnight hours after sunset here with the heat. The heat's going to continue to build as that dome of high pressure is parked off to the west and begins to push in. Those heat advisories and heat warnings are already in effect for tomorrow for most of the Midwest, and we've actually got excessive heat watches up for parts of New Jersey and the Philadelphia area, eastern Pennsylvania. Those heat advisories will likely expand to some parts of the southeast as we go towards the middle of the week, because the heat dome is going to set up shop really on the middle of the week. It's going to be hot tomorrow. We were 91 today. We'll be in the low 90s again tomorrow, but maybe upper 90s for Wednesday and Thursday. So the heat will really be with us for the middle of the week. Now, by the weekend, it's not necessarily cooler. It's just that we're going to see a backdoor front trying to push in clouds and showers, and that should at least deter some of that sunshine and give us some slightly cooler readings. You see the heat impacts tomorrow, again, centered on the Midwest, but by the time we get to Wednesday, we're going to see high impacts here as well as Thursday. So 2 days we're going to watch closely. Thursday's going to be the worst of it looks like right now, because that's also when we see the dew points creep up into the low 70s. So that's the key right there. Even though it's going to be probably the same temperature on Wednesday, when you throw in a 73-degree dew point and upper 90s possible on Thursday, we could see some dangerous heat there. So right now we're going with a heat index about 104, right on that threshold where we'd want you to probably pay extra attention, stay weather aware on Thursday. Stay tuned tomorrow morning. Kristen and Larry will have an update on whether we're going to be there for the dangerous heat, but certainly going to have some big impacts regardless as we go through the middle of the week. The big impacts are going to be high heat in the mid to upper 90s, going to feel like 100 to 104. And by the weekend, we're actually going to see scattered storms moving back into the region. That's partly because of this backdoor front right there, trying to slide in by the end of the week. It starts to bring some scattered storms, maybe as soon as Thursday, but more likely on Friday into Saturday. Now, it won't wash out the weekend, but we're certainly going to have scattered storms. You can see where that backdoor front is up in Virginia the next couple of days. That's where the storms will be. So we'll be dry, at least through the middle of the week, but by the time we get to Friday, Saturday, you can actually see the rain coming in from Virginia as that front kind of drops to the south and rain chances go back up. Now, allergy sufferers, this is not a shock to you, but if you have been noticing sniffling and sneezing out there, we're now in ragweed season. Late in the summer, early fall, we get into ragweed and grasses, but also quite a bit of mold out there as well. As we go through the week, we're going to continue to see all of those go higher and higher. The tropics, they were quiet, but now things are starting to get a little more active. We got a tropical wave in the middle of the Atlantic. We call this the Main Development Region, or MDR. If you ever see that acronym, that's what that is. About a 20% chance in the next 7 days, and there might be several of these developing. We anticipated this week as we go into the beginning of September, we'd see things get more active, and we probably will see several more of these in the next 7 days. So stay tuned if you have plans on the beach or at the coast. Here's a look at your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. Hot and toasty through the middle of the week. A little bit cooler this weekend, but also scattered storms for the holiday. Next week, though, signs of another cool down. It will be with some rain, but highs maybe only in the 70s by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week.